Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Full disclosure, I got a massive fucking cold, so if I'm not as energetic as I am in other videos, I apologize beforehand. And in this episode, we're going to talk about brakes. Now, we're actually going to talk about the noise that brakes can make. And I'm going to talk about my experience, and hopefully this could help you. Imagine this scenario. You driving along, doing 10, 20 mile an hour, you put your foot on the brake gently, you release it, and all of a sudden you hear like a knock or a clunk or a tuck tuck noise. Okay, I'm not saying that every time that happens is going to be what I'm going to explain to you right now, but it's quite possible that this is the issue with your vehicle. The issue with this as well is sometimes it's intermittent, like it happens to me. Let's say you're driving 30-40 mile an hour, you approach to a junction, you're going to turn left or right, doesn't matter. You put your foot on the brake, you reduce to 20 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour, you turn right or left, as I said, doesn't make a difference. And you hear this, when you release your brake and you turn and you hear this tuck, 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 right? Sometimes it does it once, sometimes it does it twice, sometimes it doesn't do it. So this is annoying because it's hard for you to actually identify what's the problem. Well, without further ado, let me show you what we're going to do today. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is jack up your car and take both front wheels off. Once you've taken your wheels off, what I want you to do is remove your caliper. Okay, and what we're going to look for, and now is where it gets interesting, is for any sort of play on the pads moving on these shims or guides, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so for example in this side, as you can see, you got this piece of metal here, so you see that's almost nothing there. I don't know if you can hear it. Let me get the mic close to it. Okay, if we go to the other side, I hope you can hear that, but basically what it is that when I replace my pads, as you can see they're fairly new, the shims didn't come with it. So what I did is I just cleaned these ones, put the pads on them, and I thought they were going to be fine. But this is something that if you do in your pads, normally they always come with the shims. If it doesn't, I would recommend you to actually get a pair of them and replace them. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself like me driving alongside the road and hearing this noise every time that we go at low speed and wondering what it could be and getting nervous and checking all your suspension. And at the end of the day, at least in my case, this is a problem. So what we're going to do, quite simple. Your pads off, okay, just like that, and we're just going to remove them. So you can see, come right off, and I got a new set of them. Very important as well is to buy the right set for the right caliper. For example, on my one, as you can see right there, it says Tokico, which is basically your caliper. Some vehicles will have different calipers even in the same versions, so just make sure you got the right one for yourself. I got this brand new set from my local shop, and yeah, we're gonna fit it now. And before we fit it, something I want to do is compare the strength of these ones with old one. As you can see, these ones I'm not pressing them hard and they're moving a lot. The new one, of course, they're gonna still move, but they have a bit of more strength in them. What we're gonna do now is apply a bit of copper grease or silicone grease, whatever you've got, on the pads. Not a lot, just a bit, so it slides nice and easy. If you want to, you can put a bit as well on the shims. Just don't touch the disc. And if you do, clean it before you start using it. Once they're on, what we're going to do is try the same thing we tried before. Move it up and down, see if we got any play. And as you can hear and see, there's nothing there. As well, something that you're going to notice is when you put your pads back on, it's going to be a bit harder to actually push them in because of the resistance of the new shims. Once your pads are fitted, let's put the caliper back on and tighten everything up. And now we need to do the other side. If you're a follower of this channel, you know how it goes. You don't have to watch it, but I have to do it, so let's crack on. Once you've done both sides, put your pads back on, put your caliper back on, make sure that that's tight. Put your wheels back on, get the car on the floor, torque him, don't forget to torque them, and go for a spin. Go somewhere where you know it's quiet so you can actually drive comfortably and not worrying about pedestrians or vehicles coming or going. Remember, this is a test that you have to do at low speed, so we're looking between 10 to 20 mile an hour, no more than that, because it's not really going to make that noise. So just try that. I took my one for a test drive. I went on even on uneven roads, so you can have different scenarios, because sometimes it doesn't do the noise, sometimes it doesn't make it for a whole day, sometimes it does it since the first time that you move it. So my one seems to be fixed, seems to be all working fine, finally. Some vehicles like you might have don't have the shims, it's only the pad, like Volkswagens or Volkswagen Group. I've seen many of them that they don't have the shim, the pad just fits on your caliper carrier, and if you go play on that, then it's going to be a bit more tricky for you to actually be able to back that up and not let the pad just float around and move around. So for that, it's going to be a bit tricky. If you try this, if you check your pads and it's not making the noise, it's not moving as I show you, what I would recommend you to do is either check your caliper carrier, see if that's nice and torqued, nice and tight, and check your caliper as well. Sometimes you pull your bolts on, and with the time and with the turning and braking and the weight of the vehicle, they start getting loose, and that's something, to be honest, that it could happen to anyone. So just make sure that they are nice and torqued. And as you're doing this with your caliper and caliper carrier, you can do this with the rest of the suspension just to make sure that nothing is loose. So if I help you in any sort of way, please give a thumbs up. It does help me quite a lot. And on next video, we're going to be working on this skill. Actually, I was planning to do it on this video that you're watching right now, but this cold that I've got is killing me. It's hard to breathe and not sound like a bulldog. So we'll leave it for next video. But yeah, this is going to be it. You know how it goes. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you do. And I shall see you very shortly. There's not going to be a jump this time because I am dying. See you soon.